The Ugly Stepsister is a Norwegian body horror period piece, different take on Cinderella. We all know Cinderella. She is the story of a young girl whose father dies and her cruel stepmother makes her a slave. And then the prince throws a ball and would like to find a bride. She gets a magic dress and shows up everyone, and then he has to find her. And she's got two evil stepsisters. So this movie's done from the viewpoint of one of the evil stepsisters. Elvira is a chubby, a little gremlin girl, and her sister Alma, and their mother marry another man, and the stepsister Cinderella. However, that man dies, so now Cinderella is grieving, and the sisters, they're not mean to her, to be honest. I don't know why they call it the evil stepsisters in the original, but this one is just the ugly stepsister. And Elvira, loves to read the prince's poetry. She's in love with him. She would totally love to have him, but she's not good looking. So her mother takes the extreme steps of using all of their money to give her plastic surgery, or the equivalent of medieval torture back in the day. So they give her a nose job, eyelash job. Another lady gives her a tapeworm egg in order to starve herself. She can eat as much as she wants, but she'll lose weight. And now she's competing with Alma and Cinderella at a finishing school in order to attend the prince's ball. This movie's really long and slow. It's almost 2 hours, and it moves along at a snail's pace. There's a couple of gruesome body horror parts throughout the film, but it's not that scary. And they change one or two aspects about Cinderella, and but not in a horror way. It's just sort of to make her, look down on a little bit more. And then they have the fantastical elements at the end with the dress, and it kind of comes out of nowhere, because this kind of feels like it was going to be something different, but it's not really anything different. It's just swapping the perspective of the characters, adding some body horror, and then copying the exact same grim fairy tale with no changes or anything gruesome or anything horrific. So I kind of feel like this movie does have a couple of gruesome parts, but overall it's very flat. It's not ambitious. It's gorgeously shot, though. I mean, the production values are great. The acting's fine. I like some of the more artsy shots. They got the Piggly Prince and his cronies. He's got like other rich boys that hang out with him, and I just kind of feel like the movie didn't have much of a point because of the way it ended, and it's a little bit predictable, and overall doesn't do anything too new, really. I was hoping for more. They do add the magical stuff with Cinderella, but they don't do anything else. There's nothing scary about this film. It's mostly just a woman basically torturing herself to attain the perfect body, and she still is not enough. She ends up getting shown up by her Cinderella anyway. So overall, The Ugly Stepsister had a lot of hype, like 92 on Rotten Tomatoes, good reviews all around, RogerEbert.com and stuff like that, but I found it very underwhelming, and I give it a 4 out of 10.